ESPN sparks uproar from WNBA fans after announcing bold Caitlin Clark decision. Like Paige Buchers said regarding Caitlin Clark comparisons, those comparisons are just media-driven, narrative-driven. And now, we have another media-driven narrative in the form of ESPN's pre-All-Star rankings of the best players in the league. And as always, rankings bring debate, disagreement, and plenty of side-eye. ESPN certainly made some bold calls. Kelsey Plou, who was ranked 16th by the players themselves, got a bit of redemption with a number 12 spot on ESPN's list. Meanwhile, the top-ranked rookie Paige Buchers didn't break into the top 10, landing instead at number 13. According to ESPN, the league's top performer heading into the All-Star break is none other than Napheesa Collier. That shouldn't come as a shock. This season's WNBA MVP frontrunner has been the definition of all-around excellence. She's been nearly unstoppable, putting up averages of 23.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. Meanwhile, questions still linger around the other All-Star captains standing. After a disappointing showing in the player vote for the WNBA All-Star Draft, where Caitlin Clark was ranked not as the 9th best player but the 9th best guard, fans were quick to voice their frustration. Many accused fellow players of being jealous, reigniting the familiar controversy. And ESPN wasn't ready to let go of that number 9, only this time, they ranked Caitlin Clark as the 9th best player in the league, which is certainly a step up from being named the 9th best guard. In fact, only 2 guards are ranked above her, Alisha Gray at number 5 and Sabrina Ionescu at number 6. While Clark has struggled recently with efficiency and her three-point shooting, along with some injury setbacks, her playmaking has kept her in the top 10. She's tallied 47 assists over her last 5 games, including 13 in the matchup against Dallas. So, you'd think that ESPN will receive some grace here after all the times they have been accused of bringing down Clark. Fans, however, have a different concern this time. Many have criticized ESPN for placing her so high, accusing them of favoritism and artificially inflating her popularity. Fans call out ESPN on their latest pre-All-Star rankings. Caitlin Clark has become a polarizing figure in the WNBA community. While many fans view her as a generational talent and a true phenom, others believe she's overhyped and not as polished as the attention suggests. For most critics, the issue isn't with Clark's actual skills, it's with the belief that the league and media have made her their poster girl, using her as a cover-up for deeper issues they prefer not to address. That frustration only grew when ESPN released its mid-season rankings, placing Clark at number 9 despite her missing 10 games due to injury, a move many saw as more about branding than performance. They keep trying to keep Caitlin up high, but her season has been mediocre at best. The WNBA agenda is gonna backfire soon, one user wrote. Statistically, Caitlin Clark presents a mixed case. She's averaging 16.7 points per game, which ranks 15th in the league, along with an impressive 9.0 assists, second best overall. Her efficiency sits at 37.4%, but she's struggling from deep, shooting just 28.9% from beyond the arc. Defensively, she falls short with a 101.4 rating, though her offensive rating of 108.4 places her among the league's best. So on paper, her place in the top 10 can be questioned. But when you watch her on the court, as seen in key games against Dallas and the Liberty, it's clear she impacts the game in ways that go beyond the box score. That's where the debate lies. There are 2 arguments, one built on numbers, the other on presence. And Caitlin Clark exists right between them. Fever had 3 player on top 15 and still fighting for playoff spot, wrote another user. The Indiana Fever currently stands at number 6 in the WNBA with an 11-10 record and within the playoff spots, as 8 teams make it to the postseason. Aaliyah Boston Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are the 3 Fever players in the top 15, and the team has been largely inconsistent this season, flirting around the .500 record. Now at .524, they are still not too far from that, as they are just 1 loss away from falling back there. The thing they have most struggled with is consistency. CC being top 10 is just for vibes, and Angel has been a top 15 at worst player, but ESPN cowards, another fan posted. The conversation around Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese always seems to revolve around comparison. Reese is in the best form of her career, putting up 8 consecutive double-doubles and adding value as a playmaker. ESPN has acknowledged her impact, but like Clark, she only leads the league in one statistical category, which is rebounds in her case. Both players had rocky patches. Reese hit her stride after an early season slump, while Clark appears to be in hers now. At the moment, Reese has the momentum, and when it comes to fan perception, momentum often outweighs memory. Clark third best on her team. Reflect that in the rankings, wrote another fan. It is a point that carries some weight. Kelsey Mitchell remains the Fever's top scorer, while Aaliyah Boston dominates the boards and anchors the paint for a team lacking physicality. Both players also contribute creatively, highlighting the team's versatility. But as we said, while Mitchell fills up the stat sheet, Clark's overall impact goes beyond scoring. And all these criticisms are mostly owed to her shooting slump, which honestly demands our patience. Stephanie White made the best case for it. "I just want her to have a little bit of patience, to give herself a little bit of grace, and to still do the other things that she does so well in the game that affect winning," White said, via the Indianapolis Star. "Because yes, she's an elite shooter. Yes, that's what everybody wants to see. But she makes other winning plays, and she can control those things and control the things that you can control. Continue to work through the rhythm, the timing, the strength, the endurance, and it's going to come.